What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo. Alright, the Astraeos music once again. What is up, boyos? It's Water Buffalo Man here. Back for more Ark Survival Ascended. Back here on Astraeos, which, as I can see from the last time I checked, this is what you guys want me to post. So we're actually going to play around here a little bit more on Astraeos because we still have not to beat Natrix on Alpha. As well as I added a mod to this map. You guys probably know which one it is. I think I talked about it in the last one, the Arkology series plus the Pseudomane. So we're actually going to go out and go try to find us a Pseudomane because we want one of those bad boys. If we can get one of them, we're going to use one of them to try to fight the Desolatitan because we do have the Desolatitan on the map. So that is the plan. As of right now, per me checking the post this morning early, there was a huge lead for Astraeos. So what we're going to be doing going forward is probably doing Astraeos with the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Arkology, Ultimate Arkology series in mind, kind of. So we're going to end up playing through Astraeos, right, from where we left off, which was here getting ready to take on Natrix on Alpha. And we're going to progress through this until Ragnarok releases. So we're going to end up beating Natrix on Alpha. We're going to go back through and beat Thotis on Alpha again because a lot of people are saying he's way too hard, which I don't see how. We smoked him in one try, not even close, with a kind of half thrown together team. It was just they weren't even high mutations. They were just relatively strong creatures, and we smoked them on Alpha. So Natrix is the only one that's really given us any trouble, and we're going to work on trying to beat the Alpha Desolatitan between here and the end, beginning of Ragnarok time. Unless if something else drops and I cover some mods in between, or if I could figure out how to save the Island series. But that's probably what we're going to be doing. I've looked into a different map that I might end up diving into for a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll have to really think about that a little bit, but right now we're looking for, like I said, a Pseudomane. There should be a bunch over here. And I do mean a bunch, because they replace the Pyromane spawns. Or they don't replace it, it's 50-50. So we have our Pyro on our shoulder. So what we gotta do is hop off you, put you away, thank you Megwana. And then Pyromane. And what's awesome is I have the spawn blockers active, so it'll stop. The only thing that should spawn is the S Dreadmare and the S Pseudomane, or S Pyromane if there are some here. The Pseudomane will still spawn, but only thing that should spawn should be the Arkology variants and normal variants. As well as, clearly, these corrupted creatures, but the Lightning Raptors, but right now we're only aiming to try to get the Arkology creatures, because, and I turned off all Astrals as well, by the way. The reason I did that is because I do not want the Astral creatures to spawn in place of some of the Arkology alphas that I need, because I am not 110% sure, but I think you need a certain bit of Arkology alphas stuff that you can only get from the Arkology creatures. So I don't want them spawning in place of one another. And our Pyromane has a level. Let's put that into melee. Because if we can get a nice pair of Pseudos, we actually may start breeding them out as well instead of these Pyros, because the Pseudos are that much better. The Pseudomanes are what the Pyromane pretty much should have been. I hate to say it that way, but that's pretty much what they are. And the Pyromanes are great, like, don't get me wrong, I love the Pyros. It's just the fact that once they hit water, they're legitimately useless. Which the Pseudomane actually has some reliability when hit the water, so it can kind of actually be used a bit. But other than that, the Pyromane is the little brother. The Shadowmane is still probably #1 in terms of the main named creatures, I would have to say. But Pseudo is probably a close second. Like a really, really close second. But the Shadowmane is definitely #1, because with that buff it has of the pack buff, I think. Running a nice mate boosted pair pack buff, those things are insane. You used to be able to take on a whole cave, boss cave, by yourself with just a good pair of Shadowmanes. I've seen some people do the tech cave, which is 2 Shadowmanes, high level, run completely through the whole tech cave and just make it look like a cakewalk. And I'm sitting there following behind him on my T-Rex, because I've done countless tech cave runs with other tribes and just watched them completely blitz through the tech cave, blitz through just Titan fights with just Shadowmanes. And I'm just sitting there struggling with my T-Rex, my high-level T-Rex, which I thought was a high level, which was like 4 or something. But these guys are just cakewalking it, and I'm like, hold on a minute. So, I just hate the taming process of the Shadowmane. That's probably my biggest pet peeve, is the taming process, but it is what it is. It'll eventually balance out, and I'll be able to get the taming process down. The only reason I hate it is because I'm just terrible at sneaking. And anytime I try to tame one, I always felt like it would never do enough, or it would wake up and catch me like as I was walking to it, even though I had cactus broth on, ghillie, like everything possible, bug repellent, whatever you could think of, it would find me. But I don't know where there's pseudomanes. There should be some on this shore, but I've yet to see a single one. I did just do, like I said prior to yesterday's video, well, today's video, if you guys see in the Cyclops, a dino wipe to get things to spawn, because I had to get rid of all the S dinos that were spawned on the map and replace them with the Arkology variants. So we have not seen any of them yet. But let's take a look, because what, right here, because we're at max. So Edmontonia. Now, why am I looking up Edmontonia? Why am I looking up Edmontonia? Desolatitan. For us to take on Gamma, we need Alos, Carnos, the Giga, the Raptor, the Fairy, the Yudi, the Karsh, the Cerato, the Quetzal. The Quetzal's going to be the hard one because it runs away. You literally are going to have to net it if you can, and then build over top of it so it can't move. And that's one of the world bosses. So we're going to have to, like I said, do quite a bit of work with these to try to get them. But that's kind of the play. A lot of this grinding you're going to see me more than likely do on stream, which there should be a stream today after this video goes live. Yeah, after this video goes live. I'm a day ahead of you guys right now in terms of videos. So this video will be live tomorrow for me, today for you. Clearly, as you've seen this, it'll be today for you. I mean, maybe you're watching us 2 days later. But either way, you'll see this video, but there should be a stream today that I'm recording, and tomorrow the launch of this video. Yeah, see, like right here, he's going to hit the water, and he is going to be absolutely useless to me. Yep. And this is why I miss my Pseudomane already. That's why I want a Pseudomane, because it's doused, and it can't do anything. And it loses its armor. I mean, granted, it goes down to 10, but still, the Pseudomane at least has movement in the water, and it gets the health regen and everything. The Pyromane is fantastic, though. Like, I'm not going to complain. But I'm actually, if I don't find one here, give me a second. I don't think we're going to take fire damage, will we? We are not wreathed in fire right now because of the fact that he's wet, technically. Now we are. So now we have the fire protection. But if I don't find anything here, I'm going to cut it out and then bring it back to when we do find a pseudo. Because pseudos are not hard to come by. Like, before I did my first dino wipe yesterday, I did two separate dino wipes to try to get things to spawn. Before I did the 2 dino wipes, I saw pseudos everywhere, and I'm talking like 6, 7, 8 of them, spawning more than the pyromanes were. And now, of course, I'm running the map and I can't find a single one. But let's just do a quick little runabout. They should be somewhere. But I wanted to cover this for those of you that ended up watching my rant yesterday in regards to Snail Game's little half-assed attempt at an Ark map. Apparently they've taken that down. That trailer, quote-unquote trailer that they called it, is officially taken down, which is hilarious because it should have never been put up in the first place. That was a half-assed attempt at a map and a half-assed attempt at a trailer. All that is going to do, and I said this in yesterday's video, they need to just pardon my language, but step the hell away from Ark and leave it to Wildcard. Wildcard's trying their asses off to get this game good, get this game to the point where everybody's happy with it, and then you have people like Snail, the company like Snail, coming in and doing anything they can to absolutely bury the damn game. It absolutely blows my mind that as a developer, as the parent company, that's your idea. And the reason, and the worst part of it is the fact that Wildcard actually had to come out and admit that it was not their doing. They straight up admitted that this map choice was not their doing. They did not put that map out there. They did not make that trailer. They did not make that video. Whatever. They said that is all handled by Snail Games, not them. The fact that they had to come out and openly state that tells you enough about the situation in pretty much just Snail Games and the... what's the word I'm looking for? The separation, I guess, between Snail Games and Studio Wildcard. Like, they don't... they're the parent company is... woo, hello. Corrupted Arkology. Ooh. Snail Games is the parent company, and you can see how far apart those two are in terms of, like, connection, by just how they're handling the situation. Wildcard's doing it the right way by completely trying to distance themselves, and then you have Snail, who's absolutely doing whatever they can to bury the game. But give me a second. I don't know where these Pseudomanes are. I'll bring you guys back when I find one. Well, alright guys, we finally found one. That's a decent level. It's a 135. We're going to try to bait it over here. I've ended up fighting off a bunch of them. Like, a bunch of really low levels. I just rode around on the Carcharodontosaurus and beat up a bunch of low levels. Bro, where are you going? I gotta lead him to the water. Like, this is the... I've ended off, like I said, fighting a bunch of low levels. Like, the highest level I think I saw is this literally 135. Is the absolute highest level I've seen. Which is insane, mind you. That this is the absolute highest level. Bro's fighting everything. I needed to use that for bait to, like, heal itself up. But apparently not. Okay. So he's gonna try to just fight off everything here. I gotta bait him back this way. Only problem I feel like I'm gonna run into now is seeing that it's on this island of all islands. Bro, what are you doing? Stop fighting everything else. I just bit your face. Why aren't you aggressive towards me? Alright, come on. Come on. Come with me. Come with me. Thank you. Alright, so I gotta sit here in the water. Blast in the head. Switch him to shoulder pet form, which is literally the best thing you could do, is switch it to shoulder pet and then just go on the aggressive. Because then you still keep your one arm on you and you don't have to worry about, like, having to track anything down or hop off your creature and worry about it getting in the way of you fighting. So just switch yours to shoulder pet and then just move on the attack. Alright, perfect right here. I'm actually going to heal this up really quick. Alright, do that. Do this. Alright, absorb you. Only problem I feel like I'm going to run into, that's a Titanosaur. I don't think I could use that. I mean, I probably could, but I'll more than likely die if I end up using that. So we're actually going to attack this. We're going to do a force pull. Flame pull? What am I going, Star Wars? Alright, flame absorb. I hate that I can only use a flame absorb so little. It's not that I can use it little, let me rephrase that. I feel like I can't ever use it when I want to. Alright, and right bumper, right trigger. And we have ourselves a Pseudomane, but we can't see anything. I can't see a damn thing right now. Okay, there we go. So we got ourselves a Pseudomane 135, which is exactly what we're looking for. So what we're going to try to do, my plan, is actually, I'm thinking of taking on Natrix with an army of Pseudomanes, right? Because her arena is part water, yeah? If we could end up pulling... These guys are really low health. Okay, yeah, because they're not imprinted. That's right, okay, they're not imprinted. But yeah, so my plan is to take on Natrix with the Pseudomane army after we've tried to beat her with my Rex and Cerato army again, because I just did get 2 more mutations, so those guys are actually sitting a lot higher in terms of health now. I mean, we do have our old army that we used to beat, what's his name? Thotis? We do have that as an option to bring into the fight, which we could, or we could also try to battle her again with... I don't know what that said on the top of the screen. I'm going to have to look back at that. I have no clue what just happened there. Oh yeah, we also ended up fighting a Dillo as well. An Alpha Dillo attacked me at one point. But let's look for another Pseudo. No applicable creatures. So there's not a single Pseudo. The terrible thing is we need to fight one of these. Here. I think it's for this guy, right? No, you don't need it for this one. Okay, no, but there is a world boss Titanosaur at some point. So I'm going to have to come back over here and destroy this at some point to make one spawn in. But apparently there's not a single Pseudomane left on the map. That one was a 135. Like I said, that one's pretty terrible. Okay, let me phrase that. It's not terrible. It's just not where I wanted it to be. What does its stats look like? It's got 35 melee and 24 health. That's kind of on the lower end. I just hopped over that Carno. I didn't even realize it was there. That's on the lower end, but we could still use it, per se. What is going on here? Let me help you guys out. Can you not do that and say we did, please? I could have put the pseudo on my shoulder now that I'm thinking about it and used him as a flamethrower, but it's fine. Or I could have kept this guy on my shoulder and used the pseudo. But I'm mainly trying to use the pseudo just to get mutations is what my plan is down the line. I know we need to take out some Spynos. No applicable creatures. Of course not. So I'm just going to have to wait for more to spawn in, probably. So while we're waiting, I'm actually going to attack the guys. We spent a long time, by the way. The whole entire time. That's a max level Spino, I just realized. And I'm actually having to wipe it. They could be good against her, because they do get the hydrated buff. And with her stage being half, like, water, Spino could be kind of clutch against her, now that I'm thinking about it. A little late for that one now, but that could be insanely clutch for taking her on. Natrix, I mean. Because them getting the hydration boost, having good saddles with a couple stacks into them, that could be pretty nice. Someone will have to try that, or I'll have to try that at some point. We got 2 spinal cells out of that, 2 RG talons. I'm collecting all the drops. Anything that I can find. I did see a T-Rex I wanted, so I may end up going to get that here on the map as well while we were running about. It was a 168 Tech Rex. I love my Tech Rexes, so I'll always tame one if I see one. Do we have anything we can do? Oh, we do have a pseudo. It's back this way. Something just spawned in. It's this way. Okay, let's go look. Because if it's a high enough level, we'll take it. We're looking for a 134 or higher, or 135 or higher. Like, that's no question. That's what we want. It has to be a 135 or higher just so we can start breeding them out. 150 is the best case scenario, but I don't think we're going to run into one of those. Okay, let's see. It's over there fighting. Can I see? There's 2 of them. 135 and a 140. Because I opened my mouth, we got 2 of them. Okay, so it's a 135 male and a 140 female. What level is the one we have? A male as well, so that's perfect. So the play, same as always. The strat is another one right there. What are you? You're a 95. Well, you're distracted. We're going to sneak over here and help you really quickly. Gonna try to fight our way through some of these guys to help this one out. Only problem is, okay, we got some gas bags over there. I'm trying to find stuff that I could fight for these ones. Like, that Titanosaur is looking like the only option. Maybe I'll have to leave this one be, because this one's just kind of aggressive fighting everything. This one over here seems like the best option. Yep, perfect right now. For now, this one's our best option. Let's grab this one first. Are you still aggroed on me? Yes, you are. Okay, let's get you to the water. How about you don't? Don't stand behind me. Hop on your back, and we're good to go. Alright, so run over here. I see this Surrat. We need to instantly get some flames going and instantly flame absorb just to get that power back into us. There we go. Now, the only issue is I don't see anything around. I see absolutely nothing around right now that we could fight. Except for this other Pseudomane, which just could be pretty good. This could be actually really good. We could just continue to... This is kind of like a little glitch you could probably do. Probably not intended. But you could just grind off... That sounds really weird, grind off the other one. Hold on a minute, let me rephrase that. You could just grind flames off another Pseudomane. Like, truthfully, you could. And there's not much the game can do about it because you're constantly healing each other. And the flame absorb just continues to stack. So yeah, that's actually kind of nutty. I'm not gonna lie to you. You could just legitimately, like, I was having like a stutter there because I was just so astonished that this is actually working the way I want it to. Alright, let's pull this guy away from here now. Because we want it to be distracted on something else that's not us. Like that. That's perfect. Let's get out of the way here. You have terrible stats as well. So let's put you away. Turn back into ours, into our pyro. And let's try to go save this one over here. We might actually take that 95 that's right there as well. Alright, because this one over here is probably just burning things up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's still full health. Alright, melt this one down. Because we're going to use that same strat of utilizing the other one over there, if we can, honestly. I'm going to reload while we're sitting here. Hey! Hey, I want to say, come. Bro, where are you? Bro, what are you doing? Why are you fighting everything around? I'm right here. I'm trying to bite your face. Alright, I gotta get to the angle. Like, we could just take the damage, truthfully. Boom. That is so busted, dude, if we can actually use the flames off the other one. Like, if I could just continue to sit here and just use the flames of this one, I'm gonna do it. It's just kind of busted, though. Alright, flame absorb. Yeah, we legitimately can. I just had to do a quick cheeky flame absorb there really quickly on the other low level bit right there instead of actually, yeah, this is not fair at all. I'm not sure if this is what the mod dev intended, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not sure if Amalgamaniac thought about people doing that strat. I know he also didn't think about using the Pseudomane to tame another one like I did. So that kind of actually works in my favor a little bit, that this is here, that I'm using strategic options to tame things. Only problem is I can't get this one to despawn if it's constantly able to be healed by me. So I have to physically fight it with something else, and I'm probably gonna have to fight it with my, alright, let's tame this. Boom. Got our pseudo, and go this way. I gotta try to lead it towards something that'll fight. What did your health look like? 31 points. Okay, that's a little better, I feel like. 24 points, 29 points. Okay, you're slightly better. Did something just attack that Titanosaur? I legitimately feel like something just attacked that Titanosaur. And it wasn't me. Ironically enough. I mean, I could use my Dreadnoughtus to take out the Titanosaur, which I probably could. Excuse me, I probably could. Or I could use this guy. This guy does hit pretty hard. He does heal off me even with his own fire attack. Alright, do we have any more nearby? We do, actually. Let's go take a look and see what else we have. Yeah, like I said, they just constantly keep spawning in. So I could legitimately look for the best traits out of these guys and constantly just bait them out. You're a 25. What do your traits look like? Yeah, you're kind of mid. I'm going to take you guys out just to get more to respawn. Even though you're a 135, I still want more to respawn off of you. Don't go in the water. Yep, now it's doing the mouth thing. It's going to be dead anyway once I bite it again. Yep. Alright, like I said, that was a 135. We have a bunch of 135s. Could I have gotten great stats out of it? Maybe. But I'm not entirely sure. Let's look and see. Yep, there's not another single Pseudomane left on this side of the map, or on this map at all, so we're going to give them time to respawn. But as you just saw, we had from 0 to 100 within, I don't know, 3 seconds that respawned. So it's actually pretty nice to see them respawn that quick. But what we're going to do is poop right here. We're just going to drop one right there. We're actually going to go attack this Titanosaur. Try to destroy it to get the alpha variant to spawn if we could possibly do that. Because if we can get the alpha variant to spawn, that would be kind of nutty. Because it's considered a world boss, and we could just attack it with our Titanosaur army, or Dreadnoughtus army, and I think we'd be okay. Honestly, I feel like we could probably take it. We're so close to a level, too. Wait, is this guy at max level? I think he's at max. I legitimately feel like this dude's max level. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Dreadnoughtus out. Dreadnoughtus out. Can't fit. Dreadnoughtus. Attack my target. Attack this guy. How much damage are you hitting for? 1200. Same as me, roughly. But that's not terrible. Like, if we could take this guy out... Oh, we're getting... Oh, I forgot. The Pseudomane on my shoulder can just burn it up, too. And I think he's swatting it with its tail, too, so the Dreadnoughtus is getting working as well. Oh, yeah. This is GG's. Even though he's got a ton of health. The Pyromane Inflamed is what's helping a lot, honestly. Because it's doing that extra residual burn damage. I mean, we're hitting pretty hard, too. Yeah, this dude hits 1200 damage. This guy's hitting, what, like 300 to me, I think? If I have to, I could always back up behind the Dread and let the Dread take some hits. 1200, yep, from the Dread right there. Yeah, the Dreadnoughtus is smoking this guy. We're actually doing pretty decent. I'm not going to swap out to anything else because nothing else could take this guy. I'm actually going to do something kind of smart really quickly here. Hang on. Grab that to increase my attack stat a little bit. Now I do just enough damage. Ooh, we can grab some more over here. Let those two keep boxing it out while I continue to raise my stats. Because if I can raise my attack number, I'll do more damage. These two are still boxing it out. Oh yeah. My guy's still sitting at 189k. We're doing great for health. If I can just let those two keep fighting it out, I think we'll do fine. What is he sitting at? 180? Oh, wow. This is not even... The Dreadnoughtus isn't even... What's spin on me? The Dreadnoughtus isn't even that much smaller than the Titanosaur anymore, dude. Like, realistically, looking at these two side by side, the Titanosaur needs a big... I think the Titanosaur is the next creature that needs a TLC. It needs to be either bigger or just be actually more terrifying. Because it's not that terrifying at this point anymore. Beginning game, yes. I mean, even then it's not terrifying because it's not aggressive. Alright, I'm going to step out of the way here for a second. Gonna let me come over here and chomp these guys up. Get some extra health back. Let those two keep boxing it out. Because those guys are just gonna keep fighting it out anyway. And he's doing like no damage to my Dread anyway. What are we looking at health-wise? Oh yeah, health is skyrocketing right now. The Dread's just pushing it back. Like this, I don't even think this is a fair fight, truthfully. 1200 damage, dude. And we're hitting 1700. All we gotta do is come in, do some chop hits quickly like this, and then run away. Or don't push them back into me. Hey, some free trike kills. That increases our damage output again. I think there's some fire dinos down there. Some of the Pseudomanes. I'm trying to keep an eye on our health because we do not have the best health on this guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's only got 23,000, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. You could do most boss fights with not boss fights, I'm sorry, most OSDs with these guys. An army of Dreads are gonna be your best friend. Pyromane Inflame. Oh shit, we're getting smoked. I can't see my health. I am out of stam. Come on, I need to bite something to get my health back. There we go. Get my super quick health regen. What is my health down to? 7k isn't terrible, really. How's my... Dude, he's still sitting at 174,000. This isn't even fair, and he's got the Titan Slayer buff, too. Can I come in and get some cheeky hits, possibly, you think? Let me see. I know I can come in here and bite this guy really fast, get my power back up. 1827. Oh yeah, we got this in the bag now. I'm just gonna keep biting. He's on the run from us. It's game. Titanosaur down. Was it worth it? Probably not. Because we didn't get much. We truthfully did not get much from that, and we can't even use the experience right now, so it's not really a winner for us. But it is what it is. Let's use you to heal me up. Let's see, do we have any more pseudos? We do. Let's go take a look this way. If we can find a 150, we'll tame it. If not, that's going to be the end of the video, and I will see you guys here in a little bit today when we go to stream. Because we ended up taming these pseudos like I wanted to. That was just my plan for today, was to get the pseudos tamed and actually get the steps in that direction. Level 20, yeah, that's terrible. I mean, I gotta start looking at them for their traits too, honestly. That's probably the next step for me after we get a good pair fully built up like I want, is to start looking at traits. But that's more than likely it. Let me see, is there any more left on this map? There are not. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end for the episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended. Hopefully by then, the next video, you guys will be able to see my mutated the fully bred out pair of pseudos, because these two are the best I could find so far, roughly. Like the highest melee stat we have is I think 35. That's kind of pretty bad. And the highest health stat we have is 31, so that's kind of pretty bad too. We need to look for a higher health stat. We need to look closer to 40. The highest stat we have overall is stamina at 43 on this one. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys back here next time.